We do. We got field of view changer, right? You always got to verify things with yourself. I'm just saying, you always got to verify things for yourself. Take it for yourself, do it yourself. So hello anyone, everyone, and no one. Welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock. And previously on Truly Bedrock, we got 100% sidetracked, didn't we? We got 100% sidetracked. We ended up doing the DB tree challenge. And I can't fly this morning. Really? Thank you, game. We ended up doing that. The episode before, we got the basalt all the way around the island here. And let's see, yesterday, last episode, we fired Jesse, we dealt with Zloy. And today, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this over here, and I think we need to work on this area. I think this area over here needs some TLC because there's a lot of things that need to be situated out. We need the northern gatehouse in. We need to determine if we're going to do anything with this here as a dry dock or if we're just going to turn this into a normal dock. And the more I think about this, the more I think this is just going to become a normal dock. We'll put a cargo ship in here, unloading cargo, and I think that's the way we're going to go with it. But there's quite a few things in here, As I said, we need the northern gatehouse in here, which will probably be similar to the one on the west over there. We'll get that situated out, get that built over here. And this tree here, this community tree challenge from T-Man or whatever, I have a plan for it. I genuinely do. I've had a plan for this thing for a long time, but executing it is going to be interesting, and I don't think I have nowhere near enough materials for that. So we may have to gather up some materials, and also we need to work on these a little bit here. Where Jessie B put her house in here, we haven't molded it into the landscaping. Where Jade put her house in here, we haven't molded it into the landscaping. So I think the goal for today's episode, Haroho, you're supposed to be a beacon beam. Just gonna ignore that. Is to work on this side of the island some. So we need to gather up materials. We need to do a lot of things. And potentially, let's just go ahead and see if we can get a gatehouse in here. Whatever you want to call it. The docks, the entrance, I don't know, the stuff and the things. And through the magic of video editing, we're going to fly out this way, and then we're going to turn back around, and it's going to be in 3, 2, 1, go. And boom. Video editing is so cheaty. It is definitely a cheaty way to get the structure in. But that truth be told, there was no cheating to it, and I'm sure you're aware of that. It was a lot of buildy. But it fits. It fits with the theme. Now, of course, dogs. Hello. Hey, y'all over there. Psychos. Can y'all quit? Daddy's trying to record. Okay, I know you're all super excited and you're attacking each other, but can Daddy record a split first, please? No, this is not time for a treat. Jeez. I said the T word. Now the little dog's going to get mad at me. But I like it. It fits. Now, as you can see here, I've done a little bit of modifying to the front of what was supposed to be this dry dock. I think we're not going to go with the dry dock approach out here. The more I think about it, the more I don't like it, and I think we're just going to make these regular docks here and maybe just get a flat, kind of like little cargo ship here. I say big, flat, and little all in the same sentence. That really doesn't quite fit. That's an oxymoron, right? Is that right? But the entrance fits. We need to change out the bottom of the dock here. Now, there is a problem with this. We need to change out all the basalt and stone to black stone and then run stuff down into the water to support piers. But the problem with this one is this dock is a lot lower than the front one. And I'm not ripping it back out. I'm not. So this one over here is just going to be shorter and closer down to the water, while this one over here, if we come over here, is just a lot higher up. It's a lot higher up, and there's just not much I can do about it aside from rip the whole thing out. And I'm not doing it. Not doing it, not ripping the whole thing back out. So what I think I want to do next is I potentially want to work on this in here. I potentially want to get this community tree done. And it needs a lot. It needs a lot. And I don't know if it's going to stay as a tree or if it's going to turn into a mushroom at the end of the day. But the problem is I need materials to get this done. I need a lot of wart. I need a lot of the warped wood. There are many things I need, and I do not have them. So I've fired back up the second computer, and I'm going to try to do something I haven't done in a long, long time. I'm going to attempt to do a time lapse. So this may or may not work. I haven't done this in a long time, but let's gather up some material. That, I guess, turned out okay. I mean, we did get quite a bit of warped wood out of it, and Jesus, the amount of warp block that you get from those things is just insane. Just insane. As a matter of fact, I think there was 2 more shulker boxes that I just kind of fed into a composter just to generate back out some bone meal, mainly because I couldn't be bothered to go get more shulker boxes as we were getting done there. So, with that, and potentially, we should still have plenty of ice down here. We're going to need that box. No, we don't need nothing with the quartz right now. We got some more wood there. As a matter of fact, where was the stems? The stems were in that box there, right? Right. Let's grab that out of there. And let's grab this. Let's grab all this and throw this into one box. One full shulker box of stems. Will, I'm already asking myself the question, will that be enough? And regrettably, I don't know. I don't know, because that tree over there is going to be massive. Okay, so we need some sea lanterns too. We could use some more cyan concrete powder, but I don't have any. I don't have any, and what does it even take to make cyan? Cyan? Well, Well, let's just go ahead and take this and get this out of the way right now. Let's grab, I don't know, 3 stacks of that. Let's grab 3 stacks of that. Is that enough to give us 3 stacks? I don't know the ratio. Boom, 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 boom. 4 stacks. Okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. That seems to be a relatively fair trade-off here. We just throw back in there what we don't want. We throw that back in there, and now we come back over here. We'll throw that into there, that into there. These are all of our... Wow, that... Okay, we got the blue ice. We got a lot of warped blocks, stems, words being difficult and stuff and things. Do we have any more sea lanterns? Yes we do. I think there was even another stack. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need. I genuinely don't know how many of these things I'm gonna need, because it's time to tackle something that I started and haven't finished. This monstrosity of a tree here. I have a distinct feeling this is going to become more of a mushroom than a tree. I don't know if I can pull it off as a tree. I really don't know if I can pull it off as a tree at this moment in time. It's interesting. It's interesting. because each of these would need to branch out. It may work. It may work. It may not. I genuinely don't know at this point in time. I genuinely don't know, but I do know that we need to do something with it because in its current state, it's just, yeah, it's not going to work. So let's see if we can turn this into something a little bit more presentable, I guess you could say. So getting a view on this is an interesting concept, to say the least. Now, I've opted, I had two ways that I could go about doing this. One was turn this into a giant mushroom, just kind of like, well, my cheaty zoom button is not working at this moment in time, like these over here, and there would be several small branches underneath of it. But I've opted to try to do something a little bit different, and I think it may work in the long run. It's going to have to require a lot more detail work, and I'm starting to think that the materials we got out of that time lapse are not going to be enough for it. But the ideal behind what I want to try here is individual mushrooms per branches, per se. So like that branch right there, it's got its own. This one here has got its own. That one will be its own. This one will be a little bit of a niche of one of its own. This one over here will be one of its own. And then just try to bubblegum. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is. Combine them all up to get them to work on the top. I think it will work. I do. But it's going to be a lot more time consuming than I thought. A lot more time consuming than I got. And than I thought. I got the time. Let's hit the RTX button here and take a look at what it's looking like in RTX at this moment in time. It's nice. It's nice. Oh, I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. I know I could have made the giant, just one giant mushroom work. And what we're trying with this, it's definitely going to be interesting. I hope that it turns out how I want. At this point, though, I've got to build more. I've got to build more to get more to see if it's going to work. And I'm not sure what we're going to do with the center here. Unless they just kind of, how we got the dangling, like, fingers there, just dangling down all over. And that base feels too small at this moment in time. There's 100 things that... What was I thinking? What was I thinking? You know what? I was thinking I wanted to try something outside my comfort zone, and I am definitely doing that. So let's get a bit more to this and see if we can get some structure going to this thing. Attempt number 3. Attempt number 3. I know you're not seeing attempt number 3. You don't understand what attempt number 3 is. Well, first we need our GD zoom button back. Attempt number 3 is me attempting to record again. Okay, 3 times now. 3 times now I've tried to record, and first time my mic was muted. Second time, my mic may have been muted again. I really need to change my mic mute button. It's a dangerous button that I'm hitting all the time. But welcome back in. I know for you it was just a few seconds ago. For me, it's been a couple days, and it's been several recording clips later, and little dog quit yelling at me. Just because I am talking into the microphone does not mean I am live. It does not mean I am live, and it does not mean it's treat time. I swear. He's spoiled. You all have spoiled this dog. Look, I can't even record without him oofing at me. So, tree, progress, done. Really happy with how it turned out. Would like to fly to get over here to show people how it's turned out. So, we continued the ideal of individual mushrooms on each of the individual branches, and then just kind of domed it all together at the end of the day. And between me, you, the fence post, and everyone out there, I think it turned out amazing. The little dog doesn't care. The little dog thinks it's treat time, but I think it turned out amazing. Now, we didn't increase the size of the main trunk because, well, it wasn't needed. But we had some good suggestions from the community with adding in fences and chains and those things. End rod. end rods and hanging ice to get the vines, which grow from from the bottom up to work. Love it. Absolutely love it. Think it turned out amazing, and I can't win with this little dog this morning. Since then, we've started going in and placing some lava around here, which it's going to be a grind. It's going to be a grind. But we have another issue. Tree aside, we have another issue. If we walk outside as our sun is setting at this moment in time, I don't know how to react to this, people. I don't know how to react to this. I don't like what I'm seeing here. Me and Foxy are gonna have to have a talk. We're Beardstone sock. Beardstone socks. That's Mr. Onion on the moon. That's literally Mr. Onion on the moon, people. This, if other people see that, Foxy is going to be in trouble. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Foxy is going to be in trouble. I think I need to meet Foxy. And we need to get that situated out before that turns into a giant problem. Then, hello, Mr. Goat. You just stay over there and mind your own business. So, I think it's time that I find Foxy, and I think that right there is where we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. So, if you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure to drop a like. If you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing. And we've got to deal with that. We've got to deal with that. But before you run off, Discord, join, people, hang out, chat, voice chat, chill, friends. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Oh, Jesus. Really? Beardstone stock.